Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Expect healing, enlightenment, authenticity, revitalization, and transformation, sure to connect you to your purpose. I'm focused on making sure that hearts are connected and lives are transformed. So join me Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on your community station, kinetic-high-five.com. All right, all right. It is 12:33, and you are tuned into Heart Connections with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, on your community station with international inspiration, kinetic-high-five.com. How are you guys doing today on this tranquil Thursday, this Tranquility Thursday? I am so thankful to be here with you guys. I just really thank God for this opportunity to share Heart Talk with you guys daily. I don't take this lightly because I realize many of us are struggling with these things and we really don't know how to deal with them. So, to keep in line with what we've been talking about today on this Tranquility Tuesday, I talked about emotional wellness, the ability to be aware of and accept our feelings rather than deny them. And I want to talk to you a little bit about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. And this segment of Heart Talk is brought to you by my new book, Help Save Me from My Broken Heart, Your Journey to Living and Loving Again. You can pre-order your copy of Help Save Me from My Broken Heart at kinetic-high-five.com. Theheartconnections.com. I'm sorry, it's not on Kinetic High Five, but you can connect with us on kinetic-high-five.com. Now, let's get to it. We are talking about emotional intelligence. Today is the day of tranquility, and I believe that many of us would live much more productive and peaceful lives if we were more aware, if we were not ignorant. Being ignorant is just to not know something. And if we were not ignorant to our emotions, many of us would be a lot happier, a lot more fulfilled. We would not be in the negative, abusive situations we often find ourselves in with others, but also with ourselves. We talk to ourselves very mean sometimes. We think harshly towards ourselves a lot, and it causes a lot of problems. I want to encourage you to become more emotionally intelligent. And I'm going to define it right now. This is coming from Psychology Today. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others. It is generally said to include three skills: emotional awareness, the ability to harness emotions and apply them to tasks like thinking and problem solving, and the ability to manage emotions, which includes regulating your own emotions and cheering up or calming down other people. So, your emotional intelligence is your ability to identify and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others. So, it's your ability to control yourself and also pay enough attention to the world around you to help them control themselves. You can't control anyone else, but you can definitely impact how they react or respond to you by how you react or respond to them. And I want us to be more accountable for our own emotional intelligence. I feel like all too often we want to blame other people and attribute other people to our personal growth and our personal development. Emotional intelligence is you growing personally. That's a part of personal development. That's how you build up your soul. You know, you're a three-part being, just like God is a triune God. You are spirit, soul, and body. And when you become more emotionally intelligent, what you're doing is you are feeding and strengthening your soul, the part of you that makes you you, the part of you that makes you unique from anyone else in the world. That's what you're doing when you decide that you're going to grow and become more emotionally intelligent. And I want you to really consider that in your life, because many of us are very emotionally ignorant. We do not know what our emotions are, nor do we know what they're trying to tell us. All we know is we're frustrated, we're angry, we're sad, depressed, abused, neglected, abandoned, but we cannot really put our finger on why. Why is this happening? Why does this continue to happen? Where is this coming from? Who is this coming from? What is this coming from? How is this coming to me all of the time? These are things that we need to start to think about when we think about emotional intelligence. What do you think when you look in the mirror in the morning? How do you respond to your children when they want to hug on you or love on you and you've had a rough day at work? What are your thoughts when you see people from your past, when you see former classmates from high school, former teammates from some of the teams you played on when you were younger? How do you feel when you run into your your ex stepdaddy or something like that? What are the thoughts that are running through your mind? Emotional intelligence. How do you feel when you think about your parents' divorce? Or you think about the struggle with addiction? What have you Do you have the ability to identify those feelings and not just identify them, manage them? Have you ever thought about how important it is for you to do those things? It is absolutely imperative. It is absolutely imperative, because if you don't become aware and become intelligent when it comes to
Hello?
hello,
Yeah.
are you calling in?
843-300-1409.
Yes, are you calling in for Heart Talk? You're live
No,
on
I'm
the,
calling to talk. Sorry.
go ahead. You're calling to talk to who?
Ramsey Lewis.
Okay, can I give you a call back? I'm live on the air. I'll give you a call back to get you connected to him, okay?
Yes.
You're welcome. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Got a little off learning how to work the system. LJ, where are you? It's okay. We had a call come in. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but we're figuring it out. But I got a little distracted off of what I was saying, but I'll bring it back in. But what I'm saying is we have to get past the space of just dealing with it. We have to get to the point where we want to become intelligent about ourselves. Because see, the the problem is we don't mind learning about other people. We don't mind learning about what's going on with them, where they are in life, and things of no, we don't mind getting to know that. But when you start to ask you, like on yesterday, we were talking about on Work It Out Wisdom Wednesday, and I was talking about the W's of you. Who are you? What are you? When we talk about emotional intelligence, it is you answering those questions. It helps you answer those questions. Intelligence is defined as the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So when you have emotional intelligence, then emotionally you have the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills to your life emotionally. And this is one of the things that these are the situations I've been having conversations with people lately. And I realize that I know I'm not crazy. And I know some of y'all are like, well, I beg to differ. That's an opinion. Okay. I know that might not be a fact, but I'm not crazy. Okay. And one of the things that I found is that we discredit how important it is for us to slow down our lives and get to know who we are. That's why today is the day of tranquility, because we need to calm down. We need to be free from disturbance so that we can become aware of who we are. Once I know who I am, I can tell you what I am. I can tell you when I'm going to be doing it, where I'm going to be doing it, and why I'm going to be doing it. And I may be able to tell you a little bit about how, but I need to first know who. And your emotional wellness being your emotional intelligence, getting to know more about yourself, acquiring. information, knowledge, and skills about yourself is imperative. What gets me is people will go to the barber shop and sit and wait for 2, 3, 4 hours to get their hair cut. People will go to the beauty salon and get their hair done for 4 or 5 hours with no problem. People will get up and stand in line and wait to get into concerts and movies and things of that nature. But when it comes down for you to sit down and take some time to get to know a little bit more about yourself, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. I'm too busy for this. I don't have time. No, you have time for what you make time for. But when you get to the end of your life and you look back and you look at all of the joy, all of the peace, all of the breakthrough, all of the opportunities you missed out on because you did not know how to deal with your emotions, you were emotionally immature, a grown up acting like a little baby because you don't know how to deal with your life. So every time something comes at you, you just break. You know, if you're the type of person that just blows up when you get upset, that's a sign that you are emotionally ignorant and not aware of your emotions, not properly aware of how to process your emotions. And I know that's difficult for some people. You're calling me ignorant. I'm telling you, you're emotionally ignorant. Yes. If your behavior models that of a 3-year-old and you're a 43-year-old, when you get upset, yes, you are emotionally ignorant. And you need to become intelligent in that area. And the only way you can do it is if you spend some time. You need to build mind, body, and soul. And that's the thing that I think that we miss out on. Shout out to everybody watching me live on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, guys. Hey, Khadijah. Brown is. I know that's right. But we have to get to a space where my inner being, because I'm 3 parts, spirit, soul, body, I have to care about my spirit and my soul just as much as I care about this body that you can look at, that I try to dress up and adorn to try to convince people that I feel a certain way about myself when it's obvious that I don't when I start to open my mouth or they start to look at the way I'm living my life. I just want to deal with people who are tired of pretending. I want to deal with people and move on this movement and journey with people who want to live their lives to the fullest potential. I feel obligated to get to know more about God. How do I get to know more about God? Getting to know more about Him, reading my word. Guess what's happening? I'm getting to know more about myself. The more I get to know about myself, guess what I'm able to do? Help others do the same. But I have to open up to it. I have to be willing to acknowledge the areas that I'm ignorant, be okay with what I don't know so that I can learn it. Think about it. I really want you to think about it. Emotional intelligence, research it. Shout out to you, my girl, Kat Pons. She put me onto this a few months back, and it's a blessing. Thank you, Kat. We'll be back with more. Make sure you stick around. We have our life hacks at 1, and of course, our diamond in the rough at 1:15. You don't want to miss it. Man, time flies when you're having fun. In the meantime, we're talking about growing spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Who better to help us with that than Anita Baker? Body and Soul. Shout out to you, Mommy, Susan Beach. I used to listen to Anita so much growing up. Still doing it. Kai high five. All right, all right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Heart Connections in our Heart Talk segment. Hey, cuz, how you doing? You welcome, cousin. How you and the babies doing? Your big baby and your little babies. Please kiss them for me. But I really want us to, and Khadijah, I know you can feel me on this because you're a very intelligent person, so you get it. Sometimes when we are intellectually intelligent, we think that that would just cross over to being emotionally intelligent and being intelligent in other areas like relationally intelligent and things and things like that. So I want us to really think about how emotionally intelligent we are in real life specific situations in our lives. When is the last time you blew up or flipped out on somebody? Or when is the last time that happened to you? Maybe somebody did it to you. And there is, I watch how some people handle situations like that. And I am okay, great cousin. And I am amazed at how some people can just diffuse a situation so easy. And then it amazes me how some people can just cause a situation to escalate so fast. And now that I'm researching this emotional intelligence and emotional awareness, I'm realizing that it has everything to do with that. And then to add another component, and then okay, exactly. And sickness will do that to you because your emotions are going all over the place. And then another component we have to understand when we talk about emotional intelligence, our spirit, our spiritual intelligence, when we are tapped in to God, our spirits, we have this spirit of discernment that will help us pick up on different things. And then that discernment can help us learn how to decipher through the situation. So my discernment is picking up that my tone might not be the best for this conversation I'm in because this particular person is starting to get upset. So maybe I need to tone it down some, talk to them a little more softly, and give them a little bit of space. But all of these things have to be working together for us to get there. I am still working on it, but I have come so far. But I want to encourage you. This is very, very, very important. That's why I have the new book coming out. You can pre-order that in the link above. You can pre-order the book on YouTube and my banner. You can also donate and support the movement. I want to come to a city near you. I had to learn to ground myself and get quiet with my brain. Seems to be yelling. Exactly. And that's why today is Tranquility Thursday, Cuzzle, because just like you said, I had to learn how to ground myself and get quiet when my brain seemed to be yelling. And I think that many times we miss out on that. Sometimes tranquility is the answer. Tranquility is defined as free from disturbance. And many times, no matter how hectic life is going around you, you have to learn how to get still. And that's actually what we're going to be talking about in the last segment of Heart Talk today. So we'll be back at about 1:30 live on YouTube and live on Facebook or Periscope. I'll let you guys know. I'll post it. But make sure you like the video, share it if it's benefited you in any way. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I love you guys, and I'll talk with y'all soon. Bye, Cuzzo.